The songs that Al Jolson sang over the course of a 50-year show business career have become woven into the tapestry of America. And just think, it all started a little over 100 years ago, when the small figure of a singing comedian leaped onto the stage of the Winter Garden Theater on Broadway, waved to the audience, and announced to the world,
"Wait a minute, folks, you ain't heard nothing yet."
I've been away from you a long time. I never thought I'd miss you so. Somehow I feel your love is real. Near you I wanna be. The birds are singing, it is song time. The banjo's strumming soft and low. I know that you yearn for me too. Swanee, you're calling me. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammies waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. Swanee, Swanee, I'm coming back to Swanee. Mammy, Pappy, I love you old folks at home. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. Thank you. Thank you, folks. And gee, am I glad to be here today. And you know, coming up here, I drove past Lake Shasta, and I was glad to see that there's water back in the lake. You know, we had an awful lot of rain this winter, and I bet you all are glad that it finally stopped. But listen, folks, you gotta admit one thing. You gotta have rain. Why, if you didn't have rain, you wouldn't have beautiful flowers, would you? No, you would not. If you didn't have rain, you wouldn't have vegetables, would you? No, you would not. The rain brings everything out of the ground. I hope it don't continue. I got a mother-in-law buried down there. It can rain or it can snow, but one thing I want to tell you. Let me sing a funny song with crazy words that roll along. And if my song can start you laughing, I'm happy, so happy. Let me sing a sad refrain of broken hearts that loved in vain. And if my song can start you crying on, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seat. And if my song can reach your shoes and start you tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing of Dixie's charms, of cotton fields and Mammy's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, I'm happy. Thank you. You know, when they called and invited me to come up here, I asked them to recommend a hotel for me, and they told me to stay at the Hotel Loretz, you know, the oldest hotel here in Reading. Well, fine thing. Something happened to me at that hotel the other night that in all of my years of show business, I never believed to be possible. Really, it's one of the worst insults I've ever had in my life. I got there late, and I went to bed early. Well, around about midnight, I was sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door. Like that. I said, "Who is it?" And a man's voice said, "House detective." I said, "What do you want?" He says, "Have you got a woman in that room?" I said, "No." He said, "Here's one." He shoved one in. How do you like a thing like that? Really, folks, honestly, I wouldn't have minded, but the price I'm paying for the room, you should have shoved two in. But they promised me it wouldn't happen again. Right. Well, last night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, once again, I'm sleeping peacefully. All of a sudden, I said, what is it now? The voice said, Mr. Jolson, it's the bellboy. There's a package for you downstairs at the front desk. So I tell him, let it stay there till the morning. I go back to bed, and 3 hours later, I'm dreaming peacefully, and again, I said, what is it now? He said, oh, Mr. Jolson, remember that package I was telling you about? Well, it's not for you. Here's a little tune. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been sewing. Every Susie and Sal, they're congregating for me and my gal. The parson's waiting for me and my gal. And sometime I'm going to build a little home for 2, for 3 or 4 or more in Love Land for me and my gal. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. And sometime I'm going to build a little home for 2 or 3 or 4 or more in Love Land for me and my gal. Thank you. Since the very first day that the first songwriter put pen to paper, the most popular songs have always been love songs. And I've got a few of them for you today. And what better way to start off than by singing a song that's very special and near to my heart. Because this next song happens to be the very first song that I sang when I sat on a park bench and for the first time looked into the big brown eyes of my gal. And confidentially, don't look now, but there she is over there. So if you all don't mind, I'm going to sing this song to her again, but you all can listen in. Hello, baby. Don't worry, honey, you got the easy part. All you got to do is just sit there and look gorgeous. Professor? Everybody loves a baby, that's why I'm in love with you. Pretty baby, pretty baby. And I'd like to be your sister, brother, dad, and mother too. Pretty baby, pretty baby. Won't you come and let me rock you in my cradle of love, and we'll cuddle all the time. Oh, I want a loving baby, and it might as well be you. Pretty baby of mine, pretty baby of mine. Thank you. I think you all know this next song. Professor? I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworths doesn't sell, my little baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby. I can't give you anything but love. Thank you. Folks, this next song has got to be one of the most beautiful love songs ever written. I only hope that I can do it justice. Professor, if you please. Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people pass by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. Thank you. And this next one is a little bit of a sad song. I'm crying 'cause I know you'll break my heart. I'm crying 'cause we're drifting far apart. I'm crying for a little love that's true, like I gave you. I want it, I want it, you used to want it too. I'm crying 'cause you're acting mighty strange. I'm crying just to think how soon you've changed. I ought to hate you, but I love you, love you, love you true. That's why I'm crying just for you. I'm crying 'cause I know you'll break my heart. I'm crying 'cause we're drifting far apart. I ought to hate you, but I love you, love you, love you true. That's why I'm crying just for you. Thank you. I want to ask you folks something. Anybody here ever been to Hawaii? Well, about a month ago, I went out to Hawaii. And funny thing happened. When my friends heard I was going to Hawaii, they all started calling me up. You know, Bob Hope, Jack Benny, Bing Crosby, and they all said the same thing. They said, Al, when you get to Hawaii, make sure you try that food they got there. They call it poi, Hawaiian poi. You got to have some of that poi. So I said, what's it taste like? They said, never mind what it tastes like. Just remember, when you get to Hawaii, you got to try some poi. Well, I never heard of it before in my life. But all those hours on the flight over to Honolulu, all I could think about was that damn poi. Well, we landed, and I walked straight up to the fellow from the Royal Hawaiian Hotel who came out to meet us. I said, listen, do you serve poi at the hotel restaurant? He said, I'm sorry, sir, the hotel restaurant is closed. But you can go any place, any restaurant downtown at all. They'll give you all the poi you want. Well, I walk into this greasy little joint, and a little old Italian fellow behind the counter. I said, listen, do you have any poi? He said, sure, kid, we got poi. What kind you want? Strawberry or apple? Yes, sir. People are daffy. People are daffy. Oh, and speaking of daffy, I got to tell you a story about my father. My father. You know, 2 weeks ago was my father's birthday. And I decided I would buy him an overcoat. So I found the perfect coat for my father for $150. But I know my father, if he knows the coat costs $150, he doesn't want it. So after I paid for it, I had to mark the tag to read $15. So I sent the coat to my father with a note, write back and tell me how you like it. Get this. Yesterday I got a telegram from my father reading, sold the coat to Cousin Mo for $25, made $10 profit, send 20 more coats. Yes, sir, yes, sir. People can be real daffy. The other night I was sitting down having dinner at my house when the doorbell rang. Well, I walk out there and it's my next door neighbor. And he says, Al, I got to warn you about something. You got to take care to pull the shades up over your windows at night. I said, why? He said, well, I was walking home past your house last night, And right there through the window, I could see you. And you had your wife sitting on your lap, and you were hugging and kissing her. So I tell them, well, listen, the joke's on you, because I wasn't home last night. Folks, this next song was written by my good friend Harry Axton. It just got to be #1 on the Revival Parade. And here's one thing you won't believe. This song was dedicated to me, Babyface. Professor? Babyface, you got the cutest little babyface. There's not another one could take your place. Oh, babyface. My poor heart is jumping. You sure started something, oh, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, cause I just fell in love with your pretty old you babyface. Babyface, you got the cutest, and oh, you got a babyface. There's not another one could take your place, oh, babyface. My poor heart is jumping, you sure started some, oh, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. You're just as sweet as can be. You got me up a tree with your pretty, oh, you babyface. Babyface. You got the cutest, and oh, you got a baby face. There's not another one could take your place, oh, baby face. My poor heart is jumping, you sure have started some, oh, baby face. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. You're like a breath of spring when Jolie sings about your baby face. Thank you. You know, pardon me, folks, you know that the songs that have always been nearest and dearest to Jolie's heart have been songs about the South. Excuse me a moment. Boy. Hey, Professor, what kind of water do you make out here? Tastes like it's got gravel in it or something. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. What better way to start off a few of those great songs about the South than by asking the question that everybody's been wondering about. Is it true what they say about Dixie? Professor? Is it true what they say about Dixie? Does the sun really shine all the time? Do the sweet magnolias blossom at everybody's door? And do the folks keep eating possum till they can't eat no more? Is it true what they say about Swanee? Is a dream by that stream so sublime? Do they laugh? Do they love like they do in every song? If it's true, that's where I belong. I said, do they laugh? Do they love like they do in every song? Oh, that's pretty. If it's true, that's where I belong. Thank you. Here's a slow little song that you folks will probably remember. Professor, take us down to Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. No one could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet her in the morning. Where the morning glories twine around the door, whispering pretty stories stories. I love to hear once more. Strolling with my girlie where the dew is pretty early in the morning. Butterflies all flutter up and kiss each little buttercup at dawning. If I had Aladdin's lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish in years when I'd say nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Ain't that pretty, folks? Oh, yeah. Where the morning glories twine around the door, whispering pretty stories. I long to hear once more. Strolling with my girlie where the dew is pretty early in the morning. Butterflies all flutter up and kiss each little buttercup at dawning. If I had Aladdin's lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish in years when I'd say nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Thank you. Folks, here's a song to help me to pay the mortgage on my farm. Professor, if you please. Settle back, folks. You ain't heard nothing yet. Everything seems lovely when you start to roam. The birds are singing the day that you stray. But wait until you are further away. Things won't be so lovely when you're all alone. Here's what you'll keep saying when you're far from home. Mammy, Mammy, the sun shines east, the sun shines west, but I know where that sun shines best. Mammy, my little Mammy, my heartstrings are tangled around Alabama. I'm a-comin', sorry that I made you wait. I'm a-comin', hope and trust that I'm not late. Oh, Mammy, my little Mammy, I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles. My Mammy, oh, Mammy, my little Mammy. The sun shines east, the sun shines west, but I know where the sun shines best. It's on my Mammy I'm talking about, nobody else's. My little Mammy, my heartstrings are tangled around Alabama. Mammy, Mammy, I'm coming. Oh, I hope I didn't make you wait. Mammy, Mammy, I'm coming. Oh, Lord, I hope I'm not late. Mammy, look at me. Don't you know me? I'm your little baby. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles. My Mammy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, this is a part of the time, as good time as any to thank the folks without whom this afternoon wouldn't have been possible. Of course, there's Miss Sherry and there's Miss Mari, and then there's Professor Gary. Yes, Professor Gary. You know, he's got a pretty important job. He's running Joni's music. If he don't show up, there ain't no show. Fine thing. I wasn't supposed to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it. Do you know that he was almost late today? That's right. You know why? He got caught in the traffic coming down the road from the racetrack. See, Professor Gary don't like to talk about it, but the fact is he likes to put a bet on a horse once in a while. And here's a funny thing. He plays hunches. Why, just last week he was telling me he had the most peculiar dream. He kept dreaming about hats, 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 hats. Then he says he goes to the track the next day, and right there in the program it says there's a horse running by the name of Hattress. So he puts a bet on a horse just like that. And guess which horse won? Sombrero. And another thing, you know, Professor Gary, he went down to Hollywood about a month ago. That's right. And one afternoon, he was walking down Hollywood Boulevard when a woman walked up to him and asked him for his autograph. So he said to her, "I'm sorry to disappoint you, madam, but I'm not a movie star." And she answered, "Oh, excuse me, I thought you were Donald Duck." But you know, he didn't always look like that. Why, while he was courting his wife, he was known around Reading as what they call a reckless blood. Then he got married, and now he's a bloodless wreck. Professor, no hard feelings, I hope. This next number is a song about one of my favorite southern towns. Hit it, Professor. Yes, where do you think I'm going when the wind starts blowing strong? Yes, where do you think I'm going when the nights are growing long? I ain't going east, I ain't going west, I ain't going over the cuckoo's nest. I'm bound for the town I love the best, where life is one sweet song, way down yonder in New Orleans, in the land of the dreamy scenes. There's a Garden of Eden, that's what I mean. Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper their tender sighs. Stop, oh, won't you give your lady fair a little smile? I said stop, you bet your life you'll linger there a little while. They are angels right here on earth, wearing little blue jeans, way down yonder in New Orleans. Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper their tender sighs. Oh, stop, oh, would you give your lady fair a little smile? I said stop, you bet your life you'll linger there a little while. They got angels right here on earth with those beautiful queens, way down yonder, where the nights are glamorous, cause the gals are oh so amorous, way down yonder in New Orleans. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I've got a little song here that everybody always asks me to sing. And, well, I don't like to sing it so much because it's a sad song. And people attach a lot of sentiment to it. Well, it's sentimental, all right, but it's as corny as a deuce. Oh, this next song ever did for me won me the biggest ranch in Beverly Hills you've ever seen. Professor Sonny Boy. Climb up on my knee, Sonny boy, though you're only 3, Sonny boy, you've no way of knowing, there's no way of showing what you mean to me, Sonny boy. When there are gray skies. I don't mind the gray skies. You make them blue, sunny boy. Friends may forsake me, let them all forsake me. I still have you, sunny boy. You're sent from my heaven, and I know your worth. You've made a heaven for me here on earth. And the angels, they grew lonely, and they took you because they were lonely. Now I'm lonely too, sunny boy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, if that little song has left anybody in the audience feeling just a little sad, well, I got the cure for your blues right here with this next number. Professor, I'm happy, so happy, walking on air, the why and the wherefore. You're someone I care for. I'm yelling, I'm telling folks everywhere, I know that she loves me, so what do I care? There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and a sky of blue above. Oh, the sun shines bright, the world's alright, 'cause I'm in love. There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and it fits me like a glove. Let it blow its storm, I'll be warm, 'cause I'm in love. Hallelujah, how the folks will stare when I see the great big solitaire. That my little sugar, my baby is going nowhere. Yes, sir. There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and a sky of blue above. And I'm shouting so the world will know that I'm in love. Thank you. Now listen, folks, I gotta go away for a little bit of change. See, I brought a couple of costumes on account of the fact that this is such an important audience. I want to give you the full Joseph Oscar Missoula. You know what Oscar Missoula means. It means the full treatment. So don't go anywhere. Confidentially, I don't want any more than a couple hundred people to hear me, but they say the second part of the show might be better than the first. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back.